Hey guys, hope you are all having a great day. Today we saw markets get absolutely hammered, and GameStop and AMC followed along. We'll be talking about what happened today and quickly wrap up how we traded. Before we start, let me quickly state that I am not a financial advisor, and that all content discussed in this channel is simply information gathered that I deem important for people to know, so that they can make informed decisions. All efforts are aimed to better understand the nature of the current market in anticipation of the greatest squeeze in financial history. Let's dive right in. Futures wavered and oil prices jumped today. Yesterday we talked about how every investor needs to throw out whatever plans they had for this year and go back to the drawing board because everything has changed, and today we saw investors pricing things indifferently, assessing the developments and unpredictability of the war. Futures began trading very bullishly during the pre-market, only to lose their strength as the day went by. The S&P 500 lost 1.3%, the Dow Jones fell 0.7% and the Nasdaq was down 2.2%. Though all major indexes opened green, things quickly turned sour after the U.S. consumer sentiment deteriorated more than expected. Oil prices moved up a bit after tumbling yesterday. Brent crude, which is the international benchmark, moved up 2.2%. An important development that took place actually came from NBC News. Goldman Sachs was caught using a legal loophole in the recent Russian sanctions to sell Russian debt to U.S. hedge funds, chasing huge profits that other business and investors can't capitalize on. They are acting as a broker between some U.S. investors and Russian creditors. Goldman Sachs is now advising investors to hide their trades by putting it in their own personal accounts to avoid scrutiny. U.S. officials sanctioned Russian banks, making it illegal for U.S. companies to do business directly with their institutions, but now the Treasury Department issued a memo affirming that it is totally fine and legal for companies like Goldman Sachs to do business with Russian assets in secondary markets. They are now prohibited from trading in secondary markets for debt and equity. This comes as stark contrast with what Goldman Sachs has been telling the world, saying they are winding down their business in Russia, marketing themselves very differently from what they are. What is the point of placing sanctions if you are going to leave out loopholes for certain market participants like Goldman Sachs to take full advantage of? JP Morgan has also been corroborated to be engaging in brokered deals for the debt of private Russian companies as a recovery play. Many hedge funds are also big on the action, and most of the time, the buyers don't even know the identities of the sellers, as there are no regulations requiring brokers to disclose the identities. In other words, nobody will ever know how profits will come about, and if they came by pumping money into the pockets of Russian oligarchs and powerful people. The system is so broken, and with US officials making such grand stands and making big talks about sanctions, it becomes all the more ironic how in reality they are letting certain powerful entities, some the same behind shorting meme stocks, to be the sole profiters in all that is happening. Let's now talk about today. The Fed submitted over $1.557 trillion in reverse repo operations today. Dark pool trades for AMC accounted for 45% of the total volume today, while dark pool trades for GameStop accounted for 41% of the total volume today. AMC had a larger amount of buy orders than sell orders, with GameStop also having a larger amount of buy orders than sell orders. Now, let's talk about performance. AMC had a bearish day, losing over 6%. It began trading very bullishly, almost reaching $16 in the pre-market alone. However, upon market opening, AMC dipped down hard, losing over 14.31 at one point. It began bouncing back up, eventually getting close to 15, but investors began selling off again, causing the stock to fall back down and close at 14.30, below the VWAP. As for what I expect for next week, I will make a video on that on Sunday. GameStop had a bearish day, losing over 7%. It also began trading bullishly during the pre-market, but that quickly faded away once markets opened and GameStop fell down below $95. It remained underneath the VWAP and would begin breaking further support, eventually ending the day at 92.69, below the VWAP. As for next week, like I said, I will make a video on that on Sunday. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. This week was very hard for some traders, so be sure to forget about stocks for the next 2 days and try to enjoy life a bit. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And most importantly, remember to come join my Discord. If you want to support this channel, I have a Patreon link in the description as well as some one-time donation links for Cash App and PayPal. Thank you again for being a part of this channel. I will continue striving for better content. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keep on buying the dip and to the moon.